Whiteboards! Do you know what whiteboards are? I bet you don't. Well, whiteboards are glossy white surfaces. Well, usually they're white. Most of the time, like in school, they're hung up on walls, but they can also be handheld. The term whiteboard can also be used as a metaphor. For example, it could be it is a computer software that simulates a whiteboard. The whiteboard was created by Martin Haidt. He was a Korean War veteran, but also a photographer. And Albert Stallion, who was an employee at an enameled steel company. The whiteboard was created in the 1960s, but they only became popular 30 years later. I think this is because they only had good markers or whiteboard markers later on, so they could actually be used on the whiteboards. Whiteboards can be used for a lot of things, such as notes, sketches, graphs, to-do lists, or tables. I think this is good because, especially for sketches and stuff, because if you're doodling something, you don't really need it, so you can just erase it really easily. Or timetables or to-do lists. For example, you have a weekly plan or a task list, and you can just check them off if you're done, and when you're done with that week, you can just erase them. There are 4 different types of whiteboards. There's the laminated chipboard, the melamine whiteboard, the painted aluminum and steel, and the porcelain steel whiteboard. The laminated chipboard is very cheap. They are pretty long-lasting, but they do stain easily after a long period of time. Melamine whiteboards. Melamine is resin-infused paper. These are also pretty long-lasting and kind of cheap. The only problem with them is the quality. If you want high quality, it means a thicker layer, and lower quality, of course, less. Then there's the painted aluminum and steel. These are very high quality. So, for example, they're used in patient information, so in hospitals, or tracking times and stuff for running stuff. These are very good because, for example, the steel ones, they're magnetic. But the aluminium ones, they're actually surprisingly rare, even though they do not corrode. And, yeah. Then there's the porcelain steel. Those ones come sometimes with a lifetime warranty. You're probably like, why would a whiteboard need a lifetime warranty? Well, this is because they're very, very good whiteboards. They do not stain at all unless you get very unlucky. But this is because they're non-porous, so no matter how much you draw or sketch or how much ink goes onto it, it will not penetrate the layer. Last but not least, there's also the DIY one. I did say there were 4, but technically you could say there are 5, because like in school, if you have loads of papers, you can just put it into one of those plastic sleeves. Well, those plastic sleeves can be used as whiteboards. You can just draw on them and then rub them out easily. They are very terrible though. They do stain really easily, so I wouldn't recommend it. Then, of course, this is probably the most important section. Which is better, whiteboards or chalkboards? I think you should know which is better. Honestly, I think it's whiteboards. To be fair, they are more convenient. Like, for example, when you're drawing something and you rub them out, you won't have like this giant streak of white chalk all over it. You'd have to use a wet cloth to rub it all out. With a whiteboard, you can just use anything basically. They are also good for when you're using colors. Most of the time you can see it pretty well on a whiteboard. On chalkboards, from my experience, you don't see it very well. You're probably wondering, all the people in my class or in school, but at school you can't see it very well. Well, that's because the pens are terrible. They have basically no ink. If you get fresh pens, you can see them very clearly. Then, for me, the most important part is that you can project onto them. For example, if you're in a math class, You're having a presentation and the teacher says, "Oh yes, could you please graph this to me?" You just project it onto the whiteboard and you can start graphing on the presentation. And when you're done, you can just rub it off and you've got a clean presentation again. So thank you for listening. No questions, and I hope you enjoyed.